I'll bet you're just like me. January 1st arrives and suddenly you're full of determination. By the first week, you're negotiating with yourself, and by the end of the month, well, if you even make it that far, the resolutions are gone and you're right back where you started. Only now maybe slightly more tired. If you're already tired of New Year's resolutions, and it's only January 1st, well, you're not alone. This video is not about fixing yourself, improving yourself, or becoming a new version of you. It's about why I'm not making resolutions at all and why that might be exactly what you need to hear today. And so, here we are again. Another year's whizzed by and Christmas is over. The decorations maybe are still hanging around, pretending they belong. But for only a little while. They've done their job of joy, and now the new year has arrived quietly, waiting for all our promises. You know the ones I'm talking about, the promises we make every year, the ones that feel very sincere at midnight, the ones we release into the sky, hoping someone up there will hear them. And with no effort on our part, magically make them happen. My will be done sort of thing. So naturally, I sat down to make my usual list prayerfully. 1, dear Lord, I absolutely must lose weight right away. And I don't want it to be painful. I want all that cake, chocolate, and Christmas goodies to, simply pass on through, leaving no traces of their fat behind. And certainly not on mine. Well, I feel this is a reasonable request after all. I showed great restraint by only eating some of it. 2, dear Lord, I need help with procrastination. I could get things done a lot quicker if you would stop me from leaving what I'm doing to find out where I hid those darn sweets so the rest of my family couldn't snitch them all before I did. Honestly, Lord, this is not procrastination. This is strategic snack management. 3, dear Lord, I need help being nicer to people. I find I'm not my usually sweet self when others aren't doing exactly what I want, when I want, and how I want it done. Sometimes it just isn't fair, Lord. I feel I'm being very reasonable, and others could try harder. 4, dear Lord, I need to get more organized. I'm tired of throwing clothes, dirty laundry, books, and stuff into the closets when someone comes to visit. Why, the other day I was looking for my phone and discovered in my haste it had been tossed in there too. I was not amused. Don't know why I'm laughing now. That's probably enough. Lord, while I await your assistance, I'll put my feet up on the couch and nibble away on my conkers, which I cleverly hid under the cushions. Amen, and oh yes, thank you. Now if you're smiling, it's because you recognize yourself somewhere in that list. Because here's the truth about New Year's resolutions. They're not really about change. They're about hope. Hope that this year will be easier. Hope that we'll finally get it right. Hope that we'll be a slightly improved version of ourselves, preferably without discomfort, and especially as we get older. There's something exhausting about the idea that every January 1st, we're supposed to overhaul our entire existence. Fix your body, fix your habits, fix your attitude, fix your life. Honestly, haven't we done enough already? By the time you reach this stage of life, you've survived heartbreaks, disappointments, losses, reinventions, and a whole lot of learning the hard way. And yet, January shows up every year saying, right then, let's start over. But what if we didn't? What if this year, instead of resolutions, we chose something gentler? Not goals, not promises, not declarations that we'll feel guilty about by February or more likely sooner. Just intentions, or maybe better yet, permission. Permission to move a little slower. Rest without explaining. Eat the cake and enjoy it. Be human. Be imperfect. Be exactly where we are. Because here's something no one tells you. You don't need a new personality every January. You don't need fixing. You don't need to prove anything to the calendar. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is say, I'm enough as I am, and I'll adjust, as life unfolds. So no, I'm not making New Year's resolutions this year. I'm making space. Space to listen to myself. Space to laugh at my own nonsense, like my Dear Lord request I played with earlier. I'm making space to notice what actually matters now, not what mattered 10 years ago. And if along the way I eat fewer conkers, well, that's my Christmas candy for those of you who didn't get any. Tidy a closet or manage not to toss my phone into storage again, well, that'll be a lovely bonus. But if not, that's okay too. So if you're watching this on January 1st, feeling the pressure already, let me tell you something. You don't need to start over. You just need to continue gently, honestly, and in your own time. Do you make New Year's resolutions every year? If so, do you carry them through, or after a few days or weeks later, slowly allow them to fade into a memory? If not, what reasons do you have not to do them? Please share with us in the comments. I'm sure we could have a discussion about all of this. Well, hopefully fun ones, that is. So with that, I'll leave you to do your own New Year's thing. My wish for you this year is that you are healthy, happy, and that your every wish comes true. Meanwhile, take care, keep smiling, love ya, bye for now.